So, summer's over. Plants got to come out. We need that space for our fall crops. It's time to stop eating delicious things like tomatoes, eggplants, cucumbers, and zucchinis, and start eating things like kale and spinach and salad.
Boo. All not delicious things.
Yeah. So, we got some seeds in the mail for stuff that we're going to plant for the fall and for overwinter. And we haven't taken a look yet. I wonder what's in there.
Well, I'm hoping what we ordered is in there.
And maybe a bonus too.
But occasionally what we order is not in there. Because occasionally they're sold out. Okay. Let's see.
A basil blend.
Ooh. Thank you.
Is that a bonus?
Yeah, that's their thank you.
Oh, it
gift.
says thank you.
Yes.
Giant red mustard. I mean, those mustards that we grew in the spring were good.
Yeah, we grew this mustard plant in the spring, and the leaves were as big as my hand, but they were still super tender and crazy good flavor, nice and spicy. And this variety is supposed to be, I guess this isn't what it looks like, but this variety is supposed to be really winter hardy. So we're excited to see if this will do okay in the garden past frost. And then all these seeds that we're buying. Okay. All the seeds that we bought here, we bought specifically to try in the greenhouse. One of the big goals on the greenhouse is to try to extend the season. So we want to see what greens can last, what greens can keep growing, and just what's going to work best in there. This is kind of our experiment year, but Ian's super excited because the other thing in the box is...
spinach! I gotta keep up my Popeye physique, and to do that, I need to eat lots of spinach. We got two varieties. One is called Yukon, which, if you're unaware, that is a territory in Canada in the far north, and only things that can withstand harsh winters are allowed to be called Yukon.
Yeah, this variety is actually supposed to be pretty cold hardy.
Yeah.
And I think both of these varieties that I got are pretty resistant to mildews too, because we've been having some issues with that this summer. So we kind of need to cut that so it doesn't continue into next year.
The other one is a Bloomsdale Savoy, a great tasting heirloom spinach with thick succulent dark green leaves and oaky aftertaste with nutty undertones.
Yeah, I think this one, if fall planted, it will overwinter and produce much earlier in the spring. So this one is a 50-day variety, which we're going to be hard-pressed to get this to grow to full size in time because it's beginning of September right now, and we really only have a month of growing. This one should grow in a month. That was kind of the perk of this. It was cold hardy and it grew super fast. But I'm thinking, because we want to try to get a poly tunnel or a just basic tunnel over one of our beds to try to overwinter some stuff. So I think the plan is to try to get this going and then see if it will actually overwinter without any crazy amount of labor put in, because we like to be lazy.
Yeah. This is another mustard green, Tokyo Bacana.
I don't remember ordering this one.
You must have got click happy.
Ian was like, whatever, just buy everything. And I was like, ooh, don't mind if I do. Oh, and look at this. These are all 2018 seeds. So I was specifically wondering, we buy all of our seeds we get from West Coast Seeds. And in the past, sometimes we don't order in time in spring. And then I don't get all the seeds that I want. Because they're not a massive company and they grow their own seeds, and also they sell to a lot of bigger operations as well. Lots of farmers and stuff buy from them. So, I know how to store seeds well enough to store them over the winter. So it might be in the next month or two that we will buy our spring summer seeds just so we have them and we're ready to go as early as we want.
Because it's fun.
Yeah. We always get the actual, like, in the mail catalog, which is kind of bad because, you know, there's no reason to print it out. It is online. Like, it's even better online probably, but it's nice to, like, sit there and flip through it, and we, like, draw circles. We do, like, the old fashioned thing, like, oh, look, and like, this is the new variety this year.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna start growing choys. We haven't really grown choys before.
well, we have tried. We tried this one, Jade Spring, which it's basically Gailan, or the closest thing that they have to a Gailan, which is one of, like, our favorite Asian greens. And it got so disgusting. All brassicas in our garden just get covered in aphids. It's a reason not to grow brassicas. Like, we tried some broccoli and cabbage this year, and they actually did surprisingly well, but we make a point of not growing a ton of kale in the summer, and I gave up after trying this a couple of years in a row, because as soon as it started to get any growth on it, it just got so covered, and I hate aphids.
Yeah, but we were talking about doing some hydroponic stuff, and we thought that the choys would be...
Yeah, the choys would be perfect, because then we wouldn't have to worry about the pests, because they'd be inside. But then they'd be nice and tender. And
so we stocked up on some choy seeds for...
Yeah, because basically we don't have issues with the aphids, like, in the fall and the winter. So I figure if we get these... Yeah, I bought a lot of choys.
Yeah, we got lots of choice.
Or some choy.
No, mine was better.
I guess.
We got My King Choy, Taiwan Pak Choy, Dwarf White Stem Pak Choy, and Jade Spring. So that's a bunch of different ones to try out.
Yeah, I was laughing thinking about it, because you think about, like, how trendy kales are, and they're basically just, like, brassica greens. And then all the choys are brassica greens too. But, like, obviously, like, Asia knows what they're doing. Kale's, like, gross. It's like, it's food for cows or, like, you know, new age vegetarians, and we eat it. So, like...
Yeah, I eat a lot, but
yeah, like, it's
I'm not eating
like,
it for the flavor.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's good. It's nice to have that texture, but, like, whoa, like...
Yeah, choys are way good.
Choys are way better. If you're gonna do brassica greens, like, why aren't they as delicious as choys? Like, who came up with this kale idea?
Your, like, teriyaki choy recipe thing that you do?
Yeah, we like choys a lot.
And then the last one... Oh, this is another choy, but it's listed as a mustard?
No, it's a mustard.
It says, resembling a flat-growing pak choy. Oh, I guess... So, another mustard.
Yeah, because we didn't buy the crazy one. All the choys that I bought were ones that are going to be okay to try outside. They're not, like, the most beautiful looking ones. You see some of those ones online and they just look like a flower. They're so pretty. But
high five.
We're all about practical. Yay! So, you know what this means. Work. More work.
Get out to the garden.
More work to get done.
Yeah, we gotta dig some plants up.
Yeah, we gotta... Before we can plant in the greenhouse, we have to empty the greenhouse. Which...
Our basil is like all the pesto we've made this year, we have to make, like, 3 times as much.
The best thing that's ever happened to us is going to happen to us, which is, even though we could continue to grow basil, we aren't going to.
Yeah, we don't have
because we have enough. we can say we have enough.
Yeah.
Which I didn't think was ever possible.
Yeah.
But
now we do.
Yep.
We're gonna leave, like, a couple plants in there until they...
Yeah. We got thank you seeds.
Yeah, moving on.
We got thank you seeds.
Moving on.
We can grow some inside. It grows well in pots inside the house over the winter.
Does, yeah.
So.
Okay.
Out with the old. In with the new.
Choys are taking over.
Yeah. Winter greens.